Daniel Severn, Ken Shamrock, two masters of their discipline. Let's meet one of our competitors. A three-time UFC star, a super fight veteran, and the Pancrase Association world champion, Ken Shamrock is one of the most popular and respected fighters in the octagon. Let's see what he can do tonight.
I've heard all the hype. I've seen all the press. It's time to step into the octagon and see if Shamrock can't tame Dan the Beast Severn.
Ken Shamrock, Pancrase Association shoot fighting champion. His third UFC. He lost to Hoist Gracie. He had a draw with Hoist Gracie. 4 years as a shoot fighter, goes to Japan 8 times a year. Managed by Bob Shamrock. In 1977, Ken, a troubled 13-year-old, was adopted by Bob. Bob, who runs the Shamrock Home for Boys, which opened in 1968. And the two are inseparable today. A marvelous story of a man opening up his house and his heart to a troubled youth.
He also made a donation to a youth program here at the local YMCA, both going in and meeting some of these kids, as well as donating $500 to help buy some mats.
Jim, let's look at the shoot fighting things we might see from Shamrock tonight.
Well, of course, he's a grappler. He also throws punches. He deals with arm and leg locks. He put a lock on Pat Smith, and he is a master of submission.
Ken Shamrock from Lockford, California. That's in the Sacramento area, about 40 miles south. Last couple of years, he's also fought in Muay Thai. And there's the Shamrock fans. Shamrock, any of a certain clovers or clover-like plants with leaflets in groups of 3. There's Bob Shamrock, and he is intense when he's watching his son compete.
Well, I'm not sure if the camera caught it, but Ken Shamrock went over there and gave him a kiss on the forehead. Shamrock comes in with 3 flags, the American flag, the Japanese flag, and his Lion's Den flag, Lion's Den being the name of his school.
A lot of flags, a lot of experience.
His opponent tonight in the super fight, the Beast.
To the right a little bit, just a little bit. I want to see the belt.
Though he narrowly missed taking the title in UFC 4, Dan Severn tore through the competition in UFC 5 to be named the Ultimate Fighting Champion. Tonight, the Beast is back, and he's ready to show the world the meaning of the word super fight.
I've turned up the intensity for this fight. And when I step into the octagon, the person that you see right now will be stepping aside. When that deadbolt slams shut, there'll be time to release the Beast.
Here comes Daniel Severn. He has won so many titles. 1994 National AAU Greco-Roman Champion Senior Division. 1994 National AAU Outstanding Wrestler. National AAU Sambo Champion Senior Division. AAU Sambo World Champion Masters Division. 70-plus titles. I think he's actually found a home, Jim, in the UFC.
Yes, he loves it. He's perfectly matched in this kind of a situation. He approaches it properly. He's grateful for the notoriety he's getting, and he's learning more and more each fight.
Jeff Blatnick, you know his discipline well.
Well, he's a former wrestler. Obviously, he relies on grappling skills to dictate the situation. He'd like to knock you down, get on top of you. He has a number of different finishes that we saw in UFC 5, prominent being a choke or, of course, punching his opponent. In the corner will be Eric Heibestreit. He will be the man with the towel, and his manager, Phyllis Lee, and wants to say hello to Ohio.
This is the super fight, 30-minute time limit, 5-minute overtime. 50,000 to the winner, 25,000 to the runner-up, 30,000 each if there's a draw. Let's go to Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, SEG Sports Corporation presents the Super Fight. 30-minute time limit in a matchup of 2 of the most dangerous men in martial arts in the world today. Ladies and gentlemen, from Casper, Wyoming, there's only one thing left to say. Let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, a two-time veteran of the Ultimate Fighting Championship and returning super fighter. Fighting out of Lockford, California, he's ranked #1 in the world by the Japanese Pancrase Association. From Lockford, California, 31 years old, 6 feet tall, 220 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the shoot fighting champion of the world, Ken Shamrock! And his opponent across the octagon, returning tonight as the reigning Ultimate Fighting Champion, a wrestler with over 70 national and international titles to his credit, a record of 5-1 in the UFC competition. He's 37 years old and comes in weighing 260 pounds. He's 6 feet 2 from Coldwater, Michigan. He is the reigning Ultimate Fighting Champion of the world, Dan the Beast Severn.
Weight could be a big factor here. Severn is at 260. Shamrock's up to 225 from 205. 6'2" for Severn, 6 foot for Shamrock. Keep in mind the altitude, 5,140 feet. They can grapple for as long as 35 minutes tonight. 30-minute time limit, 5-minute overtime. I don't expect it to go that long.
Are you ready? Well, let's get it on!
There was lots of concern about a time limit. I don't think that's going to happen. These two are very evenly matched. If it comes down to grappling, I give the edge to Severn. If it comes down to punching, particularly on the feet, I'm going to give it to Shamrock. And here's that wrestling background. They're tying up.
Severn with the weight advantage. Severn black trunks. Shamrock in the lavender trunks.
And Shamrock, during our interview with him, said people don't respect my grappling ability. I think he wants to show people he's a very competent wrestler here. And this is one of the few fights we see where they're not striking in close, they're literally wrestling.
Who will make the first effective move? Severn reaching for the leg, couldn't get it. Shamrock showing surprising power, standing up on his feet, despite giving away the weight. John McCarthy clears an object out of the ring.
But people who don't know wrestling are seeing this and they're wondering what's going on. And this might be frustrating for Severn because Shamrock's just coming in there, trying to just tie Severn up. Let's see now if something else happens.
A restart for the two, and they'll go at it again. This is the UFC at its finest. Cat and mouse game between two masters of their disciplines.
Fatigue is so important in this fight. I think Severn knows that.
Severn and Shamrock continue to grapple on their feet.
Shamrock doing a very nice job of keeping himself away from the fence. Now we'll see what he can do.
Severn's got a
choke.
leg.
That's a choke. Oh, Severn got out of it.
Still fighting for the advantage.
Shamrock doing a nice job here. He's going for the choke again.
Shamrock trying to work in on the choke. Severn punching to the leg.
That's it. That chokes him out. Severn got choked out.
Performance by Shamrock. What power he showed on his feet. Oh, there'll be plenty of respect now for Ken Shamrock.